Tuesday, June 26, 2012, Naropa, Clark Coolidge class, Jazz Club, very rare recording, Scheherazade filtered through language poetry, published by Aram Saroyan. Type one word and stare at it for hours. Oxygen, blonde on blonde, getting stoned with Ted Berrigan, proving that Bob Dylan is queer, The Lovin' Spoonful, The Velvet Underground, Jerry Malonga, Old Polish Ballroom, The Dom, screen tests on the walls, really messed up in a good way, Space, 1970, words want to make the connection, separate the words, make constellations, stare at a lamp so it is no longer a lamp. Aram Saroyan, electric poetry theory, reading process is an illusion, antique, we don't drink alcohol, we smoke grass and take acid. My musical sense was always there. The Dead and the Airplane, The Who came on, I can't explain. Letter from David Meltzer, The Serpent Power, We Need a Drummer, High School Band with Alvin Curran, Foghorns and Bullhorns, Maritime Rights, Hot as Hell, 1960, Buell Neidlinger, Angel Hair Books, Ing was written, 1967, The Unpublished Holes, a double mirror structure, Union Square, textual expansion, Mills College Tape Center, Philip Guston, Life Changer, first book cover, San Francisco Movement, One Night at the Fillmore, a frightening experience, passing joints around, Mount Rushmore, You're On. I don't think any of us remembered that set. Strobe lights in our face, beautiful hi-hat, the resonance of that room. I wandered into the strobe light and couldn't get out. She quit immediately. She really wanted to be a jazz singer. The band broke up. What about Cream? Those guys all hate each other. The Coffee Gallery in North Beach. No preconceptions. Free jazz band. No documents. What's new? David Crosby. Electricity. Blue Cheer. Marshall Stack. Touch a string and wham. Rehearsing in an abandoned ice house. Inherited from Big Brother. Ended up in a Sausalito heliport. Moby Grape. Mike Bloomfield. The Electric Flag. A solid era of music. Where's the fuse box? Back to words. A drummer on call, married for the first time, selling lots of books. Books I wish I hadn't sold, rare items, memoirs of a beatnik, Diane DePrima, model for painters, nude portraits. I didn't want to practice. I have a really good ear, burning with visions. I don't see it that way. I met John Cage. Favorite musician was Brahms. Don't ever go near John Cage. He's a criminal. He's destroying music. How many John Ashberys are there? There's a slot for one guy, this little creepy poet. He never understood it either. Bergson interviews Ashbery, tennis court oath poem for Paris Review, unpublished, not good for John's career. He reminds me of myself. Back to individual words. Morton Feldman, listen to his 6 hours string quartet. Your whole notion of music will change. Eliminating things. He's got a typewriter and he's hearing everything. You come with what you got, grab what you can. A constellation of words, a deliberate notion. I thought I was crazy. My first reading, Folklore Center, New York City, 1966. An exaggeration of what everybody does. Archive of poetry, jazz labels. Put my hat on. I'm this fucking word, man. Dog, break, loot. Where the hell did I get that? When words aren't syntactically connected, they become so present. A very serious and strong chemical. Acid, smoking pot every day, Rova saxophone quartet, psychedelics as a positive effect on functioning artists. People stand in streetcars and get in fights over our poems. An incredible underground memorized. Totally loaded on vodka, passed out in a spectacular way. I collected crystals. I was getting into poetry. These irreducible objects of the earth, Germanic of an unknown origin, names named Mimsy, Henry, Lewis, the golden age of science fiction. He sees them vanishing, arrangement of words, making something happen. Experiments for myself, how close words have to be. Rice, once, car, heart, once, car, rice, heart, once, heart, rice, car, once, heart, rice, car, once, heart, rice, heart, car, once, heart, rice, car, coming together then apart. Nobody was listening anyway. They're going to hear cunt and we're going to get shut down. Get the show on the air. Really like the collisions. Text sound poet, Aram Saroyan. You can say crickets forever. Louis Zukovsky. How do you know how many? Time Machine. I'm sure I heard it in my head. Jack Kerouac. The Dashes. Following Lee Konitz, and I don't know why. I want to write the way Lee Konitz plays. West Village, 1958-59. Steve Lacy went to the University of Birdland. Pee-wee, you had to pay him to pronounce your name right. That's my hand on that record. The Origin of the Beat Generation. Popeye and the Marx Brothers. What took you guys so long? Shaking Jack Kerouac's hand, thanking our heroes. Somebody in the life, a life in poetry, for better and worse. Phil Whalen was starving in San Francisco.